Hey guys, this past weekend, Ashley and I had a ball answering the questions that you had sent in. But I still have some questions of my own that are unanswered. Maybe you could help. I want to lay out several passages for you. Colossians 3:3. For you have died, and your life is hidden with Christ in God. It goes on to say that when Christ appears, we will appear with him. Here's my question. How am I incomplete right now? Because I look at myself, my body is here, my mind is here, but my heart is elsewhere. There's a part of me that is already with Christ in heaven. And don't you feel that longing for heaven, that there's something out there that is of you? And this is what really blows my mind. When Jesus comes, we will appear with him. There's something in me that I'm not even aware of yet, that when he comes and my body is transformed, that I will see him for the first time, but I will also see myself for the first time, and that makes me long for heaven. And Matthew 10:28 says, do not fear those who kill the body, but cannot kill the soul. Rather, fear him who can destroy both soul and body in hell. This is not so much a question I have, just an observation. Who is it that can kill the body and send the soul to hell? You say, well, that's the devil. No, it's not. Now, people on earth can kill your body, but they can't touch your soul. The devil, he may be able to kill your body. He cannot touch your soul. He can't throw you in hell. Only God can do that. So, if I'm reading the verse correctly, it's saying to fear God. Not in the sense that you're terrified of him, but in the sense that you're terrified by lightning. It's awesome. And the power of God is awesome. So here's my question for me, and maybe it's a question for you too. What would I actually do if I actually feared nothing but God? That convicts me. At John 14:2. In my Father's house are many rooms. If it were not so, would I have told you that I would go and prepare a place for you? Jesus is going to prepare a place for us right now. Again, just an observation. These old hymns talked about, I have a mansion over the hilltop, and we get this idea that we're going to go live in these beautiful mansions in heaven. You know, I suspect that when we get there, we won't care at all about the real estate. We will care about the connections with God, to be in his presence. And the particular Greek word that is representing Jesus' words in that verse doesn't talk about a big place. It's just a dwelling place. In other words, you have a place. So here's the question. If it's not a mansion, what is Jesus doing to build a place for us right now? Here's the answer. Right now, Jesus is sitting at the right hand of his Father. And when you and I sin, he leans over to his dad. You can just see, a couple of thrones there, and he leans over to his dad, puts his wrist out and says, you see that? You see that? Let's call it even. The preparation right now that Jesus is making for you, that you have a place with him forever, is when he advocates for you to forgive your sins, and the Father will always say yes to his Son. Luke 23:43, this is the last one. He said, truly I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise. He actually said that to the thief on a cross. And have all of these questions about, where's paradise? It's actually the same word used for the Garden of Eden. It's that kind of a beautiful place. Now, again, in a previous lesson, we talked about that place. It is for disembodied souls right now, but still a comfort, like in the bosom of Abraham. Well, here's my question. Do you believe that Jesus is really the king? Forget about the theology surrounding that verse. Do you believe that Jesus, even in his worst moment, was looking out for you? And now in his best moment is preparing a place for you right now, so that whatever happens, even if your death is today, are you comfortable in knowing the grace of Jesus, that he would say to you, today you will be with me in paradise? If you're not comfortable with that, if you're not confident in that, that is first order business. And your coach would love to have a conversation with how you could know for sure that you are going to heaven when you die? God bless, guys. Let's talk about it.